Today we're going to play a game that I have actually never played. It's one that I thought about last night as I was laying my head down to rest. And a difficult thing about playing a game you've never played before is just that. I also need to explain to you how it works. And explaining a game that you've never played before is also difficult. I don't even have a name for this game. So if you guys can come up with a name, that would be awesome. Drop it in the comments. The goal of the game is to get exactly 500 in, well, both of these categories, but more importantly, in the actual category. We're going to list 10 different statistics across sports. We're going to guess what the answer to those statistics are, and then eventually we're going to look up what the actual statistic number is. So simply, we're going to kind of build a quilt that we want the answers to the quilt to add up to exactly 500. Again, I've never played this. I don't know how this is going to go. I may be hundreds off. But let's do it. So number one, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say the highest scoring MLB game in history. And I'm going to guess, and I don't know. That's the other point of this game. We maybe need to add a rule sheet as I make this game up as I go. The rules of this game are you cannot know the answer. Like I can't say Super Bowls by the Seattle Seahawks because I know that is one. I have to say things that I do not know. Also, because we have to get to 500 in 10 guesses, they need to be about an average of 50. So it's going to be really difficult to know some of these things. The point is, we need to come up with a guess for the highest scoring MLB game. And I think 20 is too low. I think 30 is too much. I think it's probably in between 20s and 30s. My gut says there's been a game where there's been 26 runs. We are at 26. We need to get to 500. So let me think of the next statistic I can use.
A few moments later.
Percy Harvin career TDs. Now, Percy Harvin had a bad run professionally, injuries, drugs. I'm going to say if you count kick returns, we're going to count kick returns here. I'm going to say, my gut says 17, which puts us well behind the 8 ball. We are definitely too. Why didn't you center all of these, you moron?
What a noob.
The game is more fun when you're also creative with the statistics. Andy Reid losses from 2008 to 2014. That's a total of 7 seasons. Let's say he lost 4 on average per season. So we'll say that's about 28. I really need to pick up the pace. Let's go wins by the Seattle Kraken in their first year in the NHL. I don't even know how many games are played in the NHL season, truly. I do not. And I'm going to guess that the Kraken did not win a ton. Why am I doing this to myself? Why am I limiting my ceiling? I'm going to say they won 36 games in their first season. I really don't have any idea. We just crossed over 100. So we have 6 more statistics to get 400. We are not in a good spot. What am I doing? For number 5, let's go Miami Heat. Top 3 highest scoring games. Now I'm going to do per player. So like the highest single player score across the top 3 games. I don't know if anybody has ever had 50, maybe Dwayne Wade or LeBron. I'm going to say 52, 47. Hold on, let me add these. 52 plus 47 plus, and in case I overshot, let's just go with 40 because I'm sure there's multiple 40 games. Okay, so we'll say that the top 3 highest scoring games from single individuals totals 139. We've also covered almost every major sport, so that's good. Let's do Eagles by Scotty Scheffler in the 2024 PGA season. Why did I do that? That's going to be so low. It's going to be like 16. 16. We're going with 16. 7, let's go career home runs by Paul DeJong. Just a random player. I don't know. 80? Does 80 sound good? Does that sound like too many? That's probably too. I don't know how long he's been in the league. He's been in the league a while. Maybe that's too few. Maybe he's had more than 80 home runs. He's probably played 8 years in the MLB, maybe more. I actually have no idea. See, this is why this game is fun. I have no genuine idea. I'm going to guess that he's played about 8 to 12 seasons in the MLB. And if he averages 20 per, oh boy, he may be over 150. But he's not a huge home run guy. He's not a big bat. Let's go 157. My gut says 157. Okay, so now we need 81 across 3. So we need an average of 25, 27-ish per. Let's go Jason Tatum. I know Jason spells his name kind of bizarrely. Jason, is that right? I don't know. Jason Tatum 40-point games. 40 and beyond, I'm going to say 27. I'm going to say he's had 27 40-point games. So now we need 2, and we have 54 remaining. Career interceptions we need a quarterback who's only played about 3 to 4 years. Desmond Ridder. Not a ton of playing time. Probably lower than our average we need of 27. That's okay. We'll make it up on our last statistic. Desmond Ridder probably has around 14 interceptions. That feels like too much. We'll say 11 interceptions. Okay, so now we need something that equals 43. If every prediction has been right so far, we need a 43 exactly statistic. I think the Indiana Pacers won about 43 games last year, maybe more. So here's what we're going to do. Wins by Pacers in 2024 season, or 2023 season, last season, -7, because I think they won about 50 games. So we're going to go wins by the Pacers, -7, which I think they won about 50. So -7 is 43 is my final answer. We are at exactly 500. Now we check our work. This is where I either make a fool out of myself or appear to be an absolute genius on the first ever, whatever this game is called. All right, so let's search highest scoring MLB game. Are you serious? 49 runs. Percy Harvin career TDs. He had 5 on kickoffs, 5 on rushing, and 22 receiving for a total of 32. I was way off again. Andy Reid. Okay, in 2008, he lost 6 games. In 2009, he lost 5, 10, 6, 11, 8, 12. Wow, they were horrible. 13. 5, 14, 7 for a total of 49. So they really weren't good until Patrick Mahomes arrived. Wow, I really need to stop slandering Patrick Mahomes. The Kraken's first season was 2021-2022, and they had 27 wins. Good. We're trying to establish, we're getting closer to an equilibrium. I screwed up on this Miami Heat one badly. LeBron James scored 61 in 2014. Glenn Rice scored 56 in 1995, and Dwayne Wade had 55 in 2009. I was 40 off. We are going to be so far over that it's not even going to be funny. Scotty Scheffler only had 11 eagles in 2024, so that's good that we're bringing it back down. But a difference of 5 is not going to cut it. This Paul DeJong one is going to either make or break us. I need to have way overestimated this man's career. I think I said he was in the league for 7 to 12 years, and I was right there. He has been in the league for 7 years, so that feels pretty good. Home runs, he has 140. So I overestimated a little bit, but that's pretty respectable. Only being 17 off on a random guy that I don't know anything about. We only have wiggle room of 20. And I know that the Pacers were well over 20 wins. So let's just get this over with. Jason Tatum has 27 40-point games. So we are going to give myself a bonus point. Look at this. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. I have officially won the game. You thought it was about getting exactly 500. The game within the game is getting one exactly correct. I called Jason Tatum's career 40-point games at 27. Okay, I'm ridiculous. We're over. We've already lost. Desmond Ridder has 14 career interceptions. I'm pretty sure I said 14 and then I knocked it back down to 11. Pacers won 47 games in the 2023-2024 season, so 47 minus 7 is exactly 40, which means we were off by 61, an average of 6.5 per guess, which, when you say it like that, is not too shabby. Considering this is the first time I've done this, this is both simultaneously the best and worst performance in the history of this unnamed game. But looking at the difference, some of my worst guesses were for Percy Harvin in the highest scoring MLB game, 61% off on those guesses. Andy Reid's losses was pretty bad. Eagles by Scotty Scheffler, although it was only a difference of 5 in terms of a percentage, was fairly bad. Miami top 3 is actually not horrible. I was off by about 21% there, undershot it a little bit, and I kind of knew I was doing it. I didn't change it though. Obviously my best was Jason Tatum, got that exactly right. Wins by the Pacers was pretty good. In total, I was off by about 11% on my guesses. So What do you guys think? Is this a game you'd play with your buddies around a bonfire, drinking a few brews? I don't drink, but maybe you do. It's just an idea. Please name the game. Please name the game in the comments.